Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Down, back 22, back 22.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson gets past 1 man. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Here's McKinnon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with 1 complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Let's go, come on.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now a first down run here. This is Vereen. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago. And you know what he's doing right now? Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
He finds McKinnon complete, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Launching one for Henderson. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Avery Williamson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jordan Willis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation. I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this. And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run again with Rain. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Let's go, come on. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter. No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. We always hear about empty possessions.
but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Tiger! Jet! Come back!
Here's Watson now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Two jet! Tiger!
Third and long. It's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Come back! Reset!
On first down, Watson. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Richmond!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They sought the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere.
Let's go, come on.
Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Zoom. Jumbo!
On first down, here's a handoff to Vereen. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check 26. Zoom. Mike 52. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2.
That's fine. Let's go. Zoom.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll run. It's Vereen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted. You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Eifert has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Let's go. Come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, he stays up. Fights loose. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going to go deep for Conley. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On third down, Watson. And able to find Conley. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come back, come back. Richmond.
Watson on 3rd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's James. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Watson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Watson. To throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
And out now come the Eagles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Zoom. Jump out!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. It's his running back, Shane Vereen. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Let's go, come on. Hey, 626. Jump out. Jump out.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jared Davis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's got some space here. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6, and the Vikings are able to strike for 6. In the regular season last year, the Vikings were a perfect 2 for 2 on two-point tries. They'll try again here.
Back 22. Richmond. Tiger.
Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll start out with a run by Vereen. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get to first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
58. Box it. Yeah, Liz. Jumbo.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right. Hey, check 26.
On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jordan Willis in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw on second down, Rodgers. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Now Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Balazs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Target. Two jet, come on. Two jet. Target. Two jet.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. On 1st down, it's Watson. Quick hitch, complete. It's James. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Richmond.
Watson now. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Eagles' offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Here's Marine. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in the face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Zoom. Hey, check 26.
They'll run here with Vereen. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted to break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On play action, Rodgers dancing to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Rodgers with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Zoom.
On the run, here's Vereen. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Zoom. 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Hey, check 26.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They're really with the 4-minute offense.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Eagles have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Zoom.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. There'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Richmond.
Faking the give. Now Watson looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Come back.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation.